Hello and welcome to Roleplay Rejects, where we play new and unusual tabletop role-playing games. To start off, we are going to be playing the Fallout role-playing game. So grab your caps and let's dive in.
Hey there, guys. This is Misty, the player for Tessa. So today I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit more about the Institute. It's something that's kind of come up a little bit in our game, and so we figured it's best to give you a little bit more information on that so it doesn't seem like this big, mysterious thing. Now, that being said, there's a lot that isn't known about the Institute, so it kind of is a big, mysterious thing, but we're going to talk about it. So when we talk about the Institute, we need to go to pre-war. So in Massachusetts at the time, before the war, there was a place called CIT, which was the Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Now, modern day, in our actual timeline, it would be akin to MIT. But for branding reasons, I'm sure they call it CIT in Fallout, right? So this center of technology is this, massive place where new discoveries are happening. They've got awesome scientists, and they are just doing tons of research. Well, then the bombs hit, okay? And CIT ends up being more or less a pile of rubble. It's still standing in the Fallout universe, but there's a lot of places that are caved in. You can't really go to all of the sections. It's definitely been raided multiple times, for obvious reasons. Technology was there. It's likely medicine. And so it's kind of a barren area. But part of the reason that it is barren is not just because it's been around for a while and probably been looted, but there's this boogeyman in the Commonwealth, and that would be what we call the Institute, different from the Commonwealth Institute of Technology, right? So the Institute derives its origins from CIT. And basically what has happened is they are a group of scientists whose goal is helping humanity move forward after the war. But they're kind of going about it in a strange way because they are underground. Now, the rumor is that they operate out of CIT. But the thing is none of the Commonwealth people have ever seen them actually come and go. They don't know where an entrance is. All they see is 1 minute they're there, 1 minute they're not. And that is because they have this cool technology that basically teleports them from inside the Institute underground to the outside world, which is awesome. However, it does make for kind of a scary element to the Institute. They already don't know, the Commonwealthers don't know what they're up to, and then they're coming and going as they please in kind of the blink of an eye, right? So kind of scary. Well, then one of the major projects that the Institute is working on happens to be something called Synths. Now, Synths are androids who are both, I'm kind of reading from the book for a second here because they explain it really well. So they're androids who are both mechanical and biological they possess both mechanical and biological elements. So back when the synths were first created, they kind of were like akin to crash test dummies, right? Like they look like a humanoid figure, but they couldn't pass for human, right? Just kind of the same proportions. They're obviously robots, they're androids, so they carry out commands that they're given, and there's not a whole lot more to them. Well, as the Institute continues to develop this science and the technology for the synths, they get better and better and better and better, right? And it gets to the point where they're at what they call third generation synths. Now, these ones are honestly really cool, but pretty terrifying. And the reason is because they are combining early synth technology with the FEV modified DNA of a pre-war human. Again, that was from the book. So what happens is not only do they take commands and have kind of that mechanical origin, I guess, they also are genetically modified organisms to the point where they can pass as humans. And where that like FEV modified DNA comes into play is that they literally are taking experiences and memories from pre-war humans and putting them into these synths. So, they've got all of these memories, they've got these things that they think they've done, or like relationships that they think they've had, and the Institute has gotten this technology so down pat that you can't tell the difference between a synth walking by or a human. You can interact with a synth and have no idea that your neighbor isn't actually a human being. And that's kind of where this boogeyman thing comes into play even more, right? So the Commonwealth, they kind of find out that synths could be a thing. These third generation synths, they obviously are aware that the other synths have been around. That's how they know about the Institute in the first place. But they find out that there's this potential of there being a third generation synth that's indistinguishable. And then rumors start going about how they take people's memories and they put them into these synths, and they could be replacing your local leaders or your best friend, and you would never know, and it's not even them. So it kind of becomes this crazy tall tale that is spread around the Commonwealth, but nobody really knows what's up. Crappy thing being that it's not much of a tall tale when you actually learn about the Institute in the video game, right? They can do all of those things that the rumors have been saying. And their goal, like I said before, is to further the human species, but the way that they go about it is a little bit questionable. So that's kind of where we're at as far as what we know about the Institute. I'm sure there's much more that I'm missing. Fallout lore is everywhere. So if you are still confused after you listen to this part, go ahead and YouTube it real quick. I'm sure there's tons of people who will be able to explain it more than I can. You can always play the game. You can always play the tabletop RPG. But if you have questions that you'd like us to answer specifically, go ahead and hit us up on Instagram or on Twitter. We're at Roleplay Rejects. And we also have an email. So if you have an in-depth question, you can go ahead and email us at roleplayrejects@gmail.com. But yeah, anyway, thanks for listening, guys.
I just want to open with, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've failed my friends, failed our listeners. I failed all of you, my family, my parents. I'm sorry, Mom.
But not sorry, Dad.
I failed. Forced evolutionary virus. It's not the field expedient virus. It's called the forced evolutionary virus.
I was so stressed.
I was so worried.
I was like, I can't think of anything
Yeah.
that you need to
Nothing, right?
apologize like that about.
I was literally sitting there thinking like, fuck, what do you call that thing that it's like a virus and it forces you to evolve to match the current circumstances? Forced evolutionary virus? No, that's fucking stupid. It's the other thing.
That couldn't make sense.
No, that couldn't make any
can't
sense.
see that
I didn't
accurate,
even
right?
notice because you said it with such confidence.
Yeah, I had no
Yeah.
idea.
Well,
I'm
again,
sure you fooled the vast majority of the listeners we have. So, there's that one guy somewhere writing an email right now, even though the episode's not out yet, where he's like, actually, sorry if you're that guy. I don't mean to make fun of you.
No, we definitely mean to make fun of you. How dare you correct us?
Yeah, you can send corrections to roleplayRejects@gmail.com. So
Only
Oh,
after you
yeah, hey,
subscribe to our
definitely
Patreon.
reach out.
yeah, we do have an email, so if you want to criticize us or maybe just, send in thoughts and comments and everything, you definitely can.
Death threats, bribes, anything.
Yeah. the
Probably
normal.
not death threats.
But definitely
That'd be
bribes.
preferable.
Bribes are
No.
cool. So are brides.
Yeah.
Instead of bribes, maybe like sponsorships.
Yeah.
What is a
Or
bribe?
sign up
Not
for
a-
Patreon, because that's
Yeah.
basically the same
is-
thing.
Yeah,
Kind
it's
of a
like an
bribe.
individual. Oh,
Bribe.
I was gonna say an individual sponsorship. My
That-
sponsorship.
Word.
That's patreon.com/roleplayRejects, right?
Yeah, just look at the show notes. It's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also linked on our website, roleplayrejects.com.
All right, I think we've plugged just about everything. Okay, so now on to you guys. I think you all should apologize because there's two things that you guys have not been taking advantage of.
What?
Number one,
Lucky's luck.
with
Decent.
touche, with any extra action points that you guys have, you can literally just ask me a question about what's going on.
Oh,
no
true.
one's been using that.
Oh,
I forgot that was even a thing.
my bad.
Wow, it's almost like this is the new game. And we're still getting used to it.
I'm just saying.
and we
like,
appreciate you, as a
should
GM,
use
reminding
your action
us.
points to tell us to ask you
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah.
that's what I can do.
There we go.
Yeah. Thank you for reminding us, because I completely forgot.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me here on death's door.
You guys are so screwed right now.
And
The second thing, though, real quick, is you guys can petition to use other attribute and skill combinations to accomplish stuff. I'll go ahead and give out what I think fits, but you can make a pitch. I mean, obviously, my word is law, but you can make pitches just to try different things. Like Doc, for instance, with you trying to open those lockers, you could have been like, can I use my scientific brain to try and figure out like how to apply more force to this thing?
Or small guns to just like Star Wars, like shoot
Shoot the lock off?
shoot the panel.
I
Yeah.
mean,
I don't know if that's a good use of ammo.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
good
good
point.
point.
What if you find
I am kinda
more
low.
ammo in the locker? Then it's a net
Oh
positive.
Yeah.
Be
yeah.
a weird place to find ammo, I think.
You find.
That's true. There's no
on.
rules.
I almost said you find places all over ammo, and then
No, you're right. You're right.
you know
You're not
that's
wrong.
not a sentence. You find ammo.
What's on this?
all over the
round?
place.
Las Vegas.
anyways,
Oh,
sorry, go for it.
I just realized that maybe it makes sense that ghouls have spoons on them, because maybe they just had a spoon on them so they could eat.
Yeah, they were on their lunch break, and then all of a sudden
They went
they weren't a
feral.
human anymore.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah,
It's the
Yeah.
worst. Or the best. Probably the worst. for
probably
most
the
people.
worst.
Except for those cultists we saw a few episodes ago.
Yeah.
True.
Oh yeah, yeah, they're
Probably
into
more than a
that.
few by now. It was like quite a number of episodes ago.
Yeah.
Episode 4,
Five?
five.
That happened.
I think it was 5.
I think it was 5. Yeah.
It was one of those episodes.
Yeah, it was an episode.
Yep. It's in the past now.
Okay. Where are you guys all at? Who wants to hit the recap first before we get into there?
Me?
Yeah, you.
But it wasn't last episode where I ran through the Thunder Vault, was it?
No. So
It was the episode after that, because that's where we ended the last episode.
actually, hold on. I'll go ahead and get the recap.
Okay.
Thanks, fam.
Thank you.
Okay, so previously, you guys entered this facility. You met a Dr. Stannis, a very, very rude Mr. Handy robot, who was dressed he was painted as like a doctor, I guess, white with the red cross on his side, who promptly escorted Frankie into the lab because, and he only referred to Frankie as T3. At that point, you guys entered into this lab area. You found some really weird, like mutated bones of dogs, of humans. Then you found some ghouls. You found a glowing one. I can't remember. Lucky, how did that go? Finding that glowing one.
I'll tell you how it went. Everybody wanted to run, but me. I think it slashed me really bad, right? Oh yeah, I remember now.
It fucking broke your
Yeah,
arm.
it fucked my arm up, and I was like, no, send me back. But we ran because everybody else was like, your arm.
Oh, I don't want you
That's
to
a
die.
direct quote from
I
everyone
think
else.
I think it was 2 points of damage that you guys did.
Yeah, because I didn't
Maybe.
swing.
Maybe.
If I would have swung, it would have been two tens. You know.
Do not make me throw hands across the table.
But that's how that
Absolutely
went.
ridiculous. No.
No, we'll come back to the Thunderdome.
At that point, you guys went into T4, where you found a super mutant, or what you think is a super mutant, someone who's injected with the forced evolutionary virus.
Oh yeah, that one. That's
That
the first
one.
time I've heard of this.
What
Yeah,
what did we call it before?
It sounds similar to the field expedient
There we
virus.
go.
No,
a
no, that
nerd.
doesn't
That
sound.
doesn't exist.
What an idiot!
Angry typing on Google.
Stupid.
At that point, then you guys went through a room that was like partially collapsing. Some of you got hit, and then you went into a some kind of a generator room. There was a weird pylon there that was shooting electricity. Lucky just charged through
Yeah, I did.
and actually managed to go to the other side and turn the machine off, allowing everyone to get through, but not without releasing the glowing one. Glowing one went in to that same room with the pylon. Lucky turned the thing back on, and the glowing one had been sitting there just getting stunned constantly, but not taking any damage, trying to hit the pylon, and it was just stuck like that.
If I may interject right here, like hearing it in the recap, it just sounds like a good move. Like I know we kind of had debates about it.
Yeah.
It sounds exclusively like a good
I
move.
appreciate that you're a man of action.
Thank you. Action, if you would.
I'm still upset about it. I'll never get over it.
I wouldn't.
You're welcome.
What is the episode number? That one?
That was episode 7.
That was episode 7.
Episode 7. The episode in which Tessa/Misty is forever upset.
She has a hate diary, and it's just like episode 7.
It's a burn book. Wesley/Lucky is the ugliest. You guys haven't seen Mean Girls.
Yeah.
Damien, for our listeners out there, Damien has never seen Mean Girls, and he doesn't want to, and I
What?
don't understand it.
I don't think I'm going to. It
I
just
feel
doesn't
like you,
sound that great.
No,
You would.
Instead of recording this
need it.
episode,
I
let's
don't-
just record ourselves listening to me. I'm just
it'll just be me quoting the entire movie, and everybody be like, "Oh my gosh, shut
reaction.
up!"
and they'll be like, "How's she so accurate? She hasn't missed a word yet."
Okay, well, after that, you guys managed to just close the door, let the glowing one figure it out between the pylon and it, just left them be. You guys went along, you found a hole that you think might be like a rad roach or a mole rat or something, kind of activity going on there. And then you also found a skeletal hand with a holotape on it, which was describing trying to remove radiation from dog bone, or from like dogs and from humans, after they had been exposed to like nuclear fallout. And then it went on to say that T3 has had tried to like counteract the radiation by applying more radiation, thus creating ghouls. And then the fourth test was something about the forced evolutionary virus being injected into a person, and that this person then got super jacked but really dumb and angry. And they froze him basically in a cryo chamber. And then it also mentioned something about the GEC program still proceeding as planned, and something about the Alpha colony. At that point, then, we get into episode 8, where you guys went to the next room. You found a Protectron unit, which you activated and chose the policeman personality for it. And then you tried to hack into another computer that was in that room, and it got locked out. You then go into the main briefing room. You see chairs, you see a projector, and you try and turn on the projector, but it says insufficient power. You also try and go into a security room that was kind of like just directly across from the room you just left from, and the computer terminal there also said insufficient power. So you guys proceed through the briefing room. You get back into that main entranceway, and you see the body of Dr. Stannis.
R.I.P.
Yeah. At that point,
Frankie
then
doesn't
you
care.
get ambushed by a couple of synths, which are like synthetic, robotic-looking humans. And actually, we pick up now.
With Lucky having his arm broken and one of his legs broken, and
Yep.
Tessa with what, a gaping chest wound? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I think it was a torso hit?
Yeah.
We're dying, is what I'm trying
Yeah,
to
we
convey.
dying.
Yeah.
I do think it was a torso hit.
It was some chest.
Yeah, that's right, because you're supposed to suffer some
You're
bleed
supposed
damage
to suffer.
on your turn.
It says here in my notes, Tessa suffers. Weird. And Lucky is just
that's
unlucky?
That's gonna be really fun. Okay, so we also, the very last thing that happened was one of the synths tried to fire at Lucky, and then it called out for reinforcements.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Ah!
Yeah, that's that
I'm
expresses my
re-stressed.
feelings. All the awful's coming back.
So now we're actually picking up in the middle of combat, and it is Lucky's turn.
Oh yeah, it is. My leg's broken. So remind me, this one is the one that shot at me and called for backup.
The one
audience
closest
can-
to you, yes.
Okay. How much HP does that have? We can know the HP values, right? I suddenly forgot
No.
anything about playing this game. Okay, but it's still alive, definitely.
It's still alive.
I would like to shimmy over to it with my one leg
Okay.
and attempt to beat the shit out of it.
Okay, hold on.
Respectfully.
So the move action is a major action for
Oh,
you.
you're right. Am I out of
Oh no.
major action range?
Now, what I will say, though, is that since we kind of cut in the middle of combat, and we probably shouldn't be doing that, I just want you to know
Six
that I'm a benevolent god.
Are you?
So I'm giving you guys the 2 action points that you had left over from last session.
And it's 2 for a major action?
Yep.
Damn.
You can use them.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for
What
it.
if I whiff? Fuck it.
I mean,
What if-
you're gonna if you don't anyway. So
What if anyone who doesn't use who uses the action points whiffs?
Yeah.
It's just a risk.
If you're using action points, you're not
Oh.
allowed to whiff.
I would like to remind the DM, in case he forgot, that I used a luck point to
Yes, you
do
did.
my
Nope,
Mysterious Stranger
I
thing.
remember.
I'm glad you remember because I just did. So
Also, just for turn order orientation, I am the bottom of the initiative, right? We are starting on
Yes.
my turn, which is the last turn of the initiative. From
Yes.
Okay, cool.
You go right after the synths.
Cool. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna move. That's my major action. I'm gonna exhaust the 2 action points that we have to do a normal major action and go swinging.
Go for it.
I can use luck points to reroll a d20 if I'm dissatisfied, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm nervous. I am re-rolling one of them with a luck point.
Okay.
That's one success. But that one success is a critical success, so that's 2 successes.
Okay, so you guys gain an action point, and you hit.
I tried to earn them back. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. You got one back.
I get 2 extra d6s because my strength is acting like it's 10, right?
Yes, because you have adrenaline rush.
Yeah, I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is 9 points of damage with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 effects.
Dang.
You know what? Describe a kill.
How do I kill it? I'm very angry, I imagine. I want to... Okay, so this is what I want to happen. I want to, like... Because this is the one that was calling for help, correct?
Yes.
As it is calling for help, I want to shimmy over to it with my one leg. And as it's calling for help, kind of, like, stab into its head and, like right down the center and, like, pull my sword out so there's, like, a gash in its head. Mm-hmm. I want to still be calling for help. I realize that I haven't canceled the call for help, and I want to cut its head off and, like, just, like, reach in there, find, like, the would-be voice box and rip it out. And that is my
Yeah, you do exactly that. Are you okay, man?
I'm very stressed.
No, I mean that's fair. This is definitely the hardest thing that you guys have ever had to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not even done.
Nope, don't say that.
Okay,
that's my turn.
Yeah, that thing is heavily dead.
Mm-hmm.
So top of the initiative normally would be Doc, but you all see, because keep in mind there's still a little bit of darkness in here, right? We've got a couple flashlights in various different places, but Tessa, you're the one to kind of see this. You're staring at the synth that is nearest you, and all of a sudden you hear like the clicking of shoes. As then, right behind the synth, you see a guy in a white trench coat, a white hat. You can, and the hat's like tilted down, not really covering his face. And for you specifically, you swear this guy has angel wings. As then you see a 44 Magnum revolver just move up to the back of this thing's head. And go ahead and give yourselves 2 more action points.
Damn.
We can get action points?
He's an ally.
Serious. That's cool.
He's an angel.
And hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage die.
Dude.
Oh.
Wow.
He is an angel.
Okay, I rolled
1,
7.
2,
damage
3,
die. Like,
4.
where are my wings?
5. Ooh, only 5 points of damage, but he has piercing 1 and vicious.
It's a critical hit.
So that's 6 points of damage. Don't worry about the critical hit because you just see like the front eye, like his front left eye of the synth just explode out in sparks and little metal pieces just fly out. As then suddenly the synth falls down, but as he falls down, it like starts to block this mysterious stranger, and he just like fades with the synth falling down.
Did we all see that?
I definitely did not.
I don't think anybody
I don't
could,
think
except for
anyone else
maybe Doc, because of where we're positioned right now. I'm right in that hallway, like right in the doorway of that hallway, and so things got shifted
make sure you
over a
check
little
our
bit, but
make sure you check our Instagram because
Doc
we
is,
have
like,
pictures of the whole
here.
setup.
So like Doc might have been able to see it, but I don't know if he was paying attention or to that synth or the other
I don't
ones.
think so because the one synth with the shock baton was on the other side, so Doc
Yeah.
was probably facing away.
I was definitely facing the other way, looking at Lucky just mutilate that other synth.
I mean, which in fairness is super rad. So
Yeah. So for listeners out there, that is the Mysterious Stranger perk that Tessa has. And basically what happens is Tessa spent 1 luck point in order to activate that during a combat round, or during a combat. And anytime during that combat, this mysterious stranger can come out. Now, the mysterious stranger has agility of 10, small guns rank of 6, and counts small guns as a tag skill. They always roll 3d20 for attacks rather than 2d20, and their attack using their custom 44 Magnum revolver inflicts those 8 damage die, piercing 1 vicious physical damage. They always appear within their weapon's ideal range, and any attempt to find where the stranger went after their attack just fails. So, I'm sorry, go ahead and give yourselves another action point because he actually got a crit in there too.
Jeez.
All right, we're looking good.
4,
Yeah.
4 total action points right now.
And with that, you guys are out of combat.
Thank God.
Oh.
All right.
I am going to pull out my little inhaler.
Yeah.
And
Okay. So go ahead and restore 1 luck point. As then, so what kind of happens when you're inhaling this gas is everything just seems to feel a little bit nicer. Colors are just a little bit brighter. The dark isn't so dark anymore. Blood isn't really all that noticeable.
What?
Yeah.
I thought you were just gonna say blood isn't blood. It's like, what the hell?
So, like, what we just finished the combat, right? We killed off those 3. What? How's everyone feeling right now? Like, I know a lot of injuries have just happened. Doc?
Doc's feeling fine. I got hit once, so I've got 2 HP. I've got 2 damage out of 12, so not feeling too bad.
do you mean like physically or mentally?
You know what? Why not both?
Physically, I'm sad. Mentally, I'm a little less sad, but I think it's the drugs. I don't
Right.
think it's the, not that I, yeah. Just, I'm just real stressed. Real stressed.
Okay. And Wesley?
I'm hurt.
Lucky?
I am. My max damage I can take is 19. I have 7 HP left. My arm is splintered.
Damn.
I just broke my leg. I think I'm more pissed than anything because this would be my first run-in with like synths.
Right. Honestly, probably jarring as to like
Oh,
what
absolutely.
the fuck's
Because
going
like,
on.
dude, most people, even a giant like crab shrimp, I've been able to like beat with like relative ease, and here I am, like I still didn't get to fight the glowing one. I'm still a little frustrated about that. And then here I am receiving the work by synths and
Did I show you guys what they look like?
the glowing ones.
No, the synths.
I don't think so. Ooh.
Crash test dummies.
Yeah. Or Bicentennial Man, Robin Williams.
Do you guys want
Love that
to
movie.
maybe
I
describe what
don't.
you're seeing here?
Yeah, so they've got white skin and like Android style plating, and some of it is missing, so you can see the wires and things underneath.
Yeah.
Yep.
Legitimately just like a crash test dummy with like a little bit more features.
An electronic crash test dummy.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That too.
Oh, I don't know. They probably do have sensors in it, now that I'm thinking about it.
I know nothing about crash test dummies.
Okay, that's not important.
Well, I saw an exhibit at the museum once about crash test dummies, and they definitely have sensors
I
in
worked
them.
at a crash test dummy factory.
Well, you see, I was a crash test dummy.
I come from a long line.
My father and his father before him.
My great grandfather fought in the crash test dummy war.
What a tangent to go on. It's probably really frustrating. Yeah, because up till now he's just been dealing with people and I guess the occasional feral ghoul.
Right.
And it's like really humbling, I guess, but like in a negative sense to realize that like he can still just get bodied by like crash test dummies.
Misty, are you good?
Misty,
I'm legitimately like crying right now. I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought that was so funny, but then I inhaled, and now I have like a air bubble, and it hurts, but I can't stop laughing.
That's how I feel.
I'm so sorry
We have
to make
stickers. We
your
have
like.
stickers that are like Synths / Crash System.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to minimize your feelings there, Lucky.
No, I feel ouch. That's cool.
Thus begins Lucky's new hatred for.
Burn book. Tessa.
Oh, I was gonna say crash test dummy. He adds it right next to left legs.
The kneecaps. Boy.
Okay, Frankie. How are you doing physically and mentally?
Frankie's just kind of like, oh, okay. I'm like, this is kind of annoying.
A little bit, huh?
I don't know what's up with these guys. What
Did
I
you
know,
take any damage?
I took damage when I got hit by stuff from the ceiling.
Oh, and you haven't healed that yet.
No, I'm
Okay.
gonna eat some Dandy Boy apples.
What are you sitting at?
At 9 HP out of 13.
Okay, all right. So just eating some Dandy Boy apples probably feel that good.
I might drink a Nuka-Cola or some dirty water.
Okay.
I don't know what that does. I have
What are the rest of you doing about your health? Tessa, Doc. What are you doing about? So you've got two different injuries. You've got Tessa's torso injury, which you need to take some damage for 2 points of damage for your bleeding.
Done. I bled.
All right. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and treat that injury, if you don't mind.
Okay, so it is difficulty 0 because your patient has only one injury and you have a doctor's bag, which reduces the difficulty.
Yes.
So it would be difficulty equal to the number of injuries that a patient has, but because you have the doctor's bag, that's going to be difficulty 0 for this instance.
Perfect. Okay. I'm going to spend one bottle cap, one action point.
What does that do? Oh, just to add another
Yeah,
die.
to get another die. So
Okay.
I'm rolling 3. All right. One critical success. So 3 successes total.
Okay, yeah, I mean, give yourself 3 action points.
Well,
It's a,
2 because, well, no, yeah.
yeah, it would be 3 because
With
it's
the
a
doctor's
difficulty
bag.
0.
Perfect.
So you have patched the wound on Tessa, and now for Lucky.
My leg.
Now, you have 2 injuries now, right?
Only one like active concurrently, like
Okay.
a problem, but yes, 2 injuries.
2
So
injuries
difficulty
total.
is 1.
So difficulty of 1.
1 to pass.
Because of the doctor's bag.
Okay,
and
I'm
is
gonna-
this so? Are these rolls just for patching? This is not for healing.
It's
right?
just for
this
patching.
is just
Okay.
patching.
Yeah, because you have to long
all
rest.
separate.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no,
All right.
I'm not healing the critical injury, but like HP in general.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a
A
different,
different
thing
roll.
also.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Again, 3 successes. So we get 2 action points. What is our action point? cap?
7, I think.
It's 7 because of
For the
Frankie's inspirational perk.
Yep.
Thanks,
we
Frankie.
just hit that cap. So
Okay.
That bottle
we
cap?
now have 7 bottle caps.
Damn.
Someone's-
just from...
Healing.
Okay, all right.
Someone's family.
Nice.
Yeah. So now let's heal some actual HP.
Okay.
Okay. Since I'm with Lucky, let's do this again. I'm going to spend 2 bottle caps because this seems to be going well.
It's going to be 3 bottle
You
caps.
better knock on wood.
Ooh.
If you're going to add an extra
3.
die.
It's okay, I
Because
did
it
it for you.
costs 1 bottle cap for the first die, 2 bottle caps for the second die, and 3
Oh,
bottle
okay.
caps for the first, and it's compounding.
Okay.
So
Like
Sounds good.
interest.
it just to recap, it's 1 bottle cap or 1 action point for 1 extra die, total of 3d20. 3 action points for 2 extra die, total of 4d20, and 6 action points for 3 extra die, a total of 5d20.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that's on compounding interest.
All right. Gonna roll this. Ooh. I got a crit fail there.
Oof. My leg's broken. I mean, gone.
How does that work?
It's just gone. What happens
know.
is
We'll
use a
find
luck
out.
point and you
Mr.
reroll it.
maybe you.
Yeah.
All right.
What else?
But
do
I
you
also
there?
got 1 success, which is what I needed to heal him.
That's
Okay.
it. You rolled 4 dice and you got 1 success.
Yeah, it was real bad.
Okay. So you
Oh, actually,
what?
I have my medic perk. I can re-roll a d20.
Okay, good. Because I was about to.
May I
do some
make a
stuff.
suggestion? Remember how you're rolling with the cursed die?
Oh, you are rolling with the cursed dice.
Oh,
Yeah.
No offense to Modifius.
No,
Yeah.
it's not you, Modifius.
It's
Take
us.
this
It's
candy
us.
corn.
Well, it's not us either.
okay.
It's Damien.
I know,
definitely
yeah.
I'll
Modifius.
stop rolling with cursed dice from now on.
Thank you.
But, yeah, still just the one success
No crit.
But you
but-
avoided
but
because
no
of
fail.
your perk.
because of that perk.
That's
There
good.
we
I
go.
didn't want to have to do what I
Good
had
death.
planned.
All right, so Lucky, you heal 5 points of damage.
Thanks, Doc.
Yep. And if we want to regain some more health, we can spend an action point for each point of health.
I got some Nuka Cherry. I think
You're good? Okay. All right.
I just have internal bleeding. I'm just going to have a soda real quick.
All right. Now, Tessa's turn. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
Sorry, I thought you were just saying, like, now it's Tessa's turn, so I wasn't going to say anything
Roll for
back.
initiative.
But then you were asking. And the answer is yes.
Okay.
Please.
Now, I'm just going to use one bottle cap this time since we went from a lot to very few.
You drop the die.
Yeah, I dropped one of the die. But that's 4 successes.
Yay!
So,
All back.
Okay. Yeah, that's real good.
all right.
Does that mean I'm, like, how many
You heal
heals?
5.
I heal 5? Okay.
How much more are you missing?
Sorry, I'm really bad at math.
Same. I too have to count my fingers.
I'm missing 4 still, but I am looking much better.
Okay. Do you want to take like 3 of those bottle caps?
Take them, please.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. So, is anyone else getting any extra healing?
I'm going to drink my Nuka Cherry.
Okay. What does that all do?
So I have to roll 1d6 because there's a chance of like radiation.
Right. Yep.
But I heal for 3 HP, and we instantly receive 2 action points.
Okay. And you should receive a bottle, like a cap, like the currency for.
Oh, for
Yep.
cool.
Oh,
Okay, so yeah, that's
that makes so much sense.
my
I
Nuka
wouldn't
Cherry's gone.
think about that.
I heal 3 HP, putting me to 15 out of 19. And then we get
Hold
2
on, real
action
quick,
points.
just for cracking open that Nuka Cherry.
I healed just off the sound.
Right?
It's so good.
So satisfying.
And then, do you want me to roll a d6 or do you want to roll the d6?
Dicks.
I'll roll it.
You can't say that on the air.
I have a question.
I feel
good.
like we've said worse.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, Mom.
Yes, Frankie.
Is because the column says irradiated question mark? Is that just because we don't know if it's irradiated?
Exactly.
And
So
that's why you
that's
roll?
supposed to, yeah. So that what that means is that some food items they haven't been like properly secured. Like dirty water, for instance. The reason that it's dirty is because it's potentially irradiated. So then you roll a d6, and if I roll an effect, that means that you take 1 point of radiation damage.
Okay. I'm going to. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I drank my cola. We're good.
So I have a question. I'm not a ghoul, but like
That's racist.
that heals, like radiation heals ghouls, right? So
They would potentially get 1 healing. One
yeah,
extra
one
healing, I think.
extra,
But
right?
it requires 3 radiation points to
true,
get
true,
1 hit point.
So
Yeah.
they just wouldn't suffer any damage then.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink my dirty water and heal 2.
Okay.
Gross.
Do I roll for radiation? Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Because you're not going to get enough radiation to.
Oh, does it have to be in one go?
That's the way that I read it, at least.
Okay. And then I'm gonna eat some Dandy Boy apples, and then I'm all healed up. Wait. Okay. I don't know if there's any way. Oh, sorry. That was aggressive.
The book.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna eat my Dandy Boy apples, and then I'm all good to go.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
So is everyone good
I think we're
now?
all healed up as much as we're going to be currently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Does anyone need anything else?
I need to loot these synths.
Oh yeah, let's loot the suits.
Okay. So these synths, they all have an Institute laser gun with
Hold up.
whenever you guys are ready.
Oh, I don't have
We want just
room.
one person track everything, and then we'll distribute it later.
Yes.
Okay, who wants to keep track?
I can do it.
Okay.
Okay.
An Institute laser gun with...
We had 3. Sorry, we had 3 total.
Yeah,
right?
this is going to be 3 times what I say here.
Okay.
So, well, I'll just say it. 3 Institute laser guns with the following mods on them. Photon Exciter and Improved Barrel.
Okay.
There are 3 shock batons. Then I'm going to have to roll some dice here.
Nice. Trade pencils with somebody. My leg keeps getting. Let's see. That sounds weird. Dice up there. 3 shock batons.
Yeah, so 18 plus 14,
Oh, that's,
32.
Thank you.
32 plus 13
45.
45.
plus 15
60.
60.
plus 14
74.
plus 18.
92.
So you guys got 100 fusion cells, which would be the ammo for Institute laser gun.
Nice. Does anyone have ranks in energy weapons, though?
I got 2 energy weapons right here. Say it, Irene.
God damn
I'm
it.
flexing. For
You
our
better
audience.
you better put those arms away.
I have one.
Stand back, he's got a gun.
He's got 2 of them.
I have 1 rank in energy weapons.
Yeah, I have 1 rank, but
It's perception based though, and I've got 7 perception.
yeah, I
isn't
have
bad.
5. So
So I think that these guns would do 4 damage die of vicious energy damage. They would have the burst quality and a fire rate of 3 with a range of medium.
That was a lot of information.
I think
those are awesome.
you should just
Yeah, they're pretty good.
all get 1.
Pretty
And then
nice.
if you do you have low perception?
I have a 5.
If you or you have to use one, it might be worth it to use a luck point to roll with luck instead of perception. If your luck's better.
No, my luck's worse.
Okay, so you in particular.
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't get 1.
Yeah, I
Your
don't
luck
think
and
so. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to my pipe gun.
Okay, so we'll split them these 3 ways.
Okay.
And do keep in mind, you guys are still kind of early levels, so if you want to start to focus into
Specialized
energy
training.
weapons, I mean,
Yeah, we have plenty of levels to go.
yeah.
We can also always sell them for,
Money caps.
Dollars.
yeah.
So
caps.
in addition to that,
Okay.
you have, so these are armor pieces. So you have 2 you have 6 synth leg pieces, 6 synth arm pieces, and 3 synth helmets.
I think we probably only have 2.
Why?
Oh, yeah.
He.
Because
say
Lucky
that.
eviscerated.
You know what? That's a very
That's
good
fair.
point.
Yeah.
So it's
Sorry.
only 2. Yeah.
Completely destroyed that one.
Yeah, I just. Sorry.
No, he deserved it.
Is that all
would
of
be
the
mine.
loot?
You guys already got the 3 shock batons, right? Okay, then yeah, that's all the loot that these entities did have.
So, can I spend some action points to try and find bobby pin like wires inside of these synths?
Now, see, that sounds to me like a luck point to add elements to a scene.
Okay.
Wow. So Frankie
I
is
have-
feeling lucky.
Oh, okay.
You're doing what?
God damn it.
Sorry, before I forget, because I know I will. I need to change out of this radiation suit thing
Okay.
into my armor. And
Okay.
I was hoping that I could get 2 legs and 2 arms from our,
From the synth group.
yeah. And then
Okay, yeah.
put it with my chest piece
Yeah.
so that maybe I am less squishy.
While I'm taking care of this, the bobby pin thing, go ahead and look up what the synth arms and leg pieces
Is
do.
everyone cool for
Okay.
her getting those, right? You want 2...
2 legs and 2 arms. If
Okay.
that's too much, I
that's
could get it.
fine.
And I'll maybe a helmet.
Could I also get a helmet? I have legs and arms.
Alright, so
I don't have a helmet.
The helmets, you each have one.
Okay.
You have 2 legs, you have 2 arms.
Okay, thank you.
Helmet.
Okay, so for Frankie, you said you're gonna spend a luck point so that then you can get
Looking for some bobby pin type
bobby pin like
things.
materials. Yeah, so go ahead and spend the luck point. And how lucky do you feel?
At
You
least
know what?
one.
I'm going to roll a d6 like a regular d6, and then that'll be how many you find.
Felt luckier than that, but okay.
2. You find 2 bobby pins.
Okay. Wow. look
A
at
lot
this.
of these materials are either too large to actually fit into a lock, or they're too flimsy to be used as a suitable lockpick.
That's fair.
But you do manage to find 2 pieces that would work.
Hey, I found some stuff that might work to pick locks in the Synths.
Wonderful.
Now, also, what you notice is that the corpse of Dr. Stannis seems to be kind of like shifting, like jerking a little bit. You might have not noticed it so much because you were trying to find whoever killed Dr. Stannis, but you do see that he's starting to just...
Hey, should we use that robot repair piece?
Oh, do you have a robot repair kit?
I do.
Yes.
Yeah. I have, if I had to put a number on it, 2 ranks in repair. So I could definitely try my hand at fixing him up.
If I had to put a number on it, I have 3, but I think you're a bit more intelligent than I am, so I think,
Well,
yeah.
If you say it that way, it sounds mean, but yes. So, I'm gonna spend a bottle cap.
Okay, hold on. So I'm going to call this a difficulty 2 because he has been down for, several rounds, and especially while you guys looted the Synths. Like, he's been down for a little bit. It's going to be kind of difficult.
Okay.
Would have helped him
It's
earlier.
like off camps if
He
you
didn't
want.
sound so dead.
He sounded dead as hell here.
Okay. I only got 1 success,
And
but
Frankie, were you aiding?
Yeah.
oh, all right.
So that's going to be 1 die for aid. And it's going to be the repair plus int.
Unless you pitch
Ooh.
something.
It's definitely a success.
All right.
Okay.
Not a critical, but
Okay, so no extra action points, but it does seem to work, and you stab it into him. I'm going to wait until everyone is ready, and then we'll figure out what he says.
While we're waiting really quick, we still have 4 leg and arm pieces of the Synths to go around, and 3 shock batons and the 3 rifles.
I don't really do well with the up close combat, so if anyone else wants those shock batons,
I'll take one.
I'm okay with you guys splitting it amongst you 3.
Want to do it this way, and then the rifles this way?
Otherwise, I can probably sell them for a little extra.
I can also, if no one wants them, I can just hold them, and then we can sell them when we get somewhere. I would like a shock baton because I think those are cool.
Yeah, I don't need one. My melee's garbage.
I'd like to keep one just because
Okay.
I feel like it doesn't sound too terribly deadly.
Okay, so that's 2 shock batons being kept, 1 being put up for sale, and then the Institute guns.
I would like one of those.
I think I'm actually just gonna
Pass.
let you guys sell that one.
Yeah, I don't need an institute gun either.
Okay. I'm probably gonna take one as well, just so I have a ranged weapon because I do not currently. And then
It's a good
we'll
idea.
have 1 shock baton and 1 Institute gun in our bag of selling.
Oh, can I actually take a shock baton? Because I don't really have anything melee
Okay.
either.
So 1 Institute gun in our bag of selling, and for us taking the rifles, we have 50 fusion cells each.
Okay, and then the armor stuff, has that been figured out? I figure we might as well just do this part first before we get into like roleplay stuff, because who knows when those Synths are gonna show up. The reinforcements.
So just for everybody's awareness, the synth legs and the synth arms give you an additional 2 physical damage resistance and 3 energy damage resistance per entity.
Okay, and that's the regular.
Yep, that's the regular. And then the synth helmet gives you the same stats. So 2 physical damage resistance and 3 energy damage resistance.
That's not bad.
No,
not
it's
bad
pretty
at all.
good.
Quite
Yeah.
good, I would say. Yeah.
And they weigh 3 pounds each.
Okay.
All right, so I have a drifter outfit,
Okay.
and that gives me 1 physical, 2 energy to each area. Can I replace the drifter pants with the
Nope.
synth ones? No,
It's a whole outfit.
the whole
or,
outfit or nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to take anything then.
Okay.
I assume it's the same for my Fallout Boy.
No,
My
so
Vault kid.
your vault jumpsuit is a piece of clothing.
Oh, sorry, you wear that under.
Exactly.
Poggers.
Okay.
So who wants the things? Do you want... You said no because you're having an outfit.
Okay, so
You already grabbed some.
Yep, I already grabbed
we
some.
each could.
Get an arm and a leg. And you can have the helmet. If you want to
Okay.
split it like that.
Yeah. If that's okay.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
So we
Honestly,
each get arms and legs.
Yeah. Because there's
Okay.
4 of each, so we can each get 2 arms and 2 legs.
Okay, so we did a little bit of admin here, just before Dr. Tanis wakes up entirely. So can we just go around and talk about what changed, what you guys got, how you guys divvied things up, starting with Doc?
Yeah, so I'm grabbing that synth helmet from Tessa, just because I didn't grab any other armor, so that will keep me a little safer. And that's it for me.
Okay, Tessa.
So I got the synth arms and legs, which gave me extra physical and energy damage resistance. And then I still have my torso piece that I wasn't wearing when I got shot. So
And that's a leather armor piece, right?
it is. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I also picked up one of the shock batons, which is a damage of 5 die with an energy effect. And I think that's all.
Okay. Lucky?
Really quick, just for accuracy's sake, have we all changed out of the jumpsuit, like the radiation jumpsuit, and back into our normal armor / clothing?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. So I grabbed the synth arms and legs, giving me extra physical and energy damage resistance. I also grabbed the Institute gun. It's energy weapons, 4 dice. Has a lot of qualities on it that I won't be using a lot because I don't use guns a lot, but I figured it'd be good to have a ranged weapon. I also grabbed one of the shock batons. And that's
Okay.
it for me.
Sweet. And then you got 50 of
Yes,
the
50
charges.
of the fuse cells.
Okay.
Fuel?
Fusion
Fusion cells.
fusion cells, yeah.
Yes.
And Frankie.
I ended up getting one of the synth helmets and both arms and legs. And I also got one of the, it looks like Excited Improved Institute laser.
Okay, yeah, because it's the Institute laser gun with the
Yeah.
photon exciter and the improved barrel.
Yep.
Yes.
So in the book, it has for any mods that you add, some of them will give like a name prefix, which you can put in front of the name to, make it sound cooler or something.
Yeah. So I got that, and I also grabbed myself a shock baton.
Okay, awesome. So with that, you guys then kind of crowd around Dr. Stannis's body. Maybe like you guys were trying to figure this out as you guys were waiting for the repairs to kind of like take hold. You saw that it was, booting up, had to download an update, something like that to make it take a little bit longer. So you hear like almost dial-up sounds happening. As then suddenly just one of the eye stalks kind of like lifts up seemingly weakly, and the eye itself kind of like shudders really quick, and it speaks back in a voice that doesn't sound like the Dr. Stannis from before. Mr. Handy Robot, reporting for service.
Oh, Dr. Stannis, is that you?
Personality mod disabled.
Oh, all right. So are you at your default settings now?
This unit is at its default settings.
Perfect. All right. Well, gonna need you to tag along with us and keep us safe, at least while we're in this vault.
Running diagnostics. More dial-up sounds.
All right.
More dial-up sounds. This unit is not capable of movement.
All right. Well, just make some noise if anyone comes through this hallway then.
Okay.
Wow, its voice
The
changed.
communist.
Now, I just want to point out, right? You could almost call it a foot stomp, maybe, from a
There it
GM.
is.
You haven't talked to this unit in any way, shape, or form.
Now, Doc's seen Mr. Handy's before, though, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. So,
What about it?
yeah. So for the group, like Mr. Handy's are handy robots, right? They help around the house. They can carry stuff for you, just normal.
They can also be modified to be Mr. Gutsies and, actually be combat units. There's also like Miss Nanny, which is supposed to be the female variant of Mr. Handy. There's also supposed to be like doctor versions, as you saw with Dr. Stannis.
Is the robot repair piece, is that something that's consumed?
It is consumed, yeah.
Okay.
But, like, just because they're, handy bots or whatever, a lot of them have their own personalities, their own goals, their own quests, their own everything.
They're people.
What,
They're
can
kind of people.
we ask them, like, what something is?
Yeah.
I want to ask them what the sci-fi colander is.
Okay, yeah. You hand it out.
What's this thing?
Hold on. Where's it at? It looks at the item. That is a Stimpack diffuser.
I have a follow-up question.
You are able to input a Stimpack into the larger orifice at the top of the colander and make the Stimpack's healing properties spread into a gaseous form to affect everyone.
You answered my follow-up question.
All right. Well, I've had experience with other models of Stimpack infusers. Would you mind if I took that one?
It is a diffuser.
It's a diffuser.
Diffuser.
Yeah.
Some talk there, remember? No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
Does Steven
Hey,
know
Doc knows what he's doing. Joseph does not.
Yeah, let's just rip that PhD real quick.
Right?
He doesn't even have a PhD.
You don't know
You
that.
said PhDs?
What school did he go?
These nuts.
Got him.
Mr. Handy, how long have you been here?
Thank you.
Calculating.
More dial-up sounds.
More dial-up sounds. 235 years, 7 days, 16 hours, 15 minutes, and 33, 34, 35
Thank you,
seconds.
Mr. Handy. I feel like there are good questions we could be asking, but I don't know what those good questions are. What can you tell me about the scientists that used to work here?
Processing.
More dial-up sounds. That's not dial-up sounds.
I don't know. No one can mimic something
It sounded
so
painful.
annoying.
Like, I was like, is he
Right?
dying? Did I ask
This
a
is the
bad
worst.
question? It is the worst sound ever. My homies hate dial-up.
That information has been corrupted. It was found corrupted, calculating 2 years and 16 hours, 27 minutes, and 37 seconds ago.
Dude, hate to see it.
Scanning. This unit has conducted medical analysis on members of Alpha Colony.
Is that us?
No.
But maybe, right? Okay, you're right. Go on, Mr. Handy.
Roughly 150 members of Alpha Colony have been scanned and cleared for entry.
Are we in Alpha? This is me asking the homies. You guys are the homies, not the robot. Are we in Alpha Colony? We're not in Alpha Colony, right?
I don't think we are.
I don't want to get jumped by 150.
I don't know what that is.
You sound like me a little bit when you whisper.
Yeah, I'm sick.
Okay.
How far is Alpha Colony, Mr. Handy?
Calculating. This unit does not know the location.
Okay, we're not an Alpha Colony, thank God. That was a legitimate fear of mine.
Yeah.
My arm and leg are broken. Look, I don't want to fight 150 doctors.
Alpha Colony.
When you were asking if we were in Alpha Colony, I thought you were like if we were part of the group of Alpha
like
Colony.
That's what I thought.
Alpha Colony. No.
Well, didn't we?
I know I'm not a. Hello?
I was like, I don't know why you're so confused about this, but it's my fault. It's my problem.
I think wasn't something mentioned somewhere in that notes or the holotape where it's like, yo, dog, what about Alpha Colony?
Rainbow Six going dark. Can we say that? Yeah, I have it still. The holodisc that we found in the hand in the rat cage. The
Yeah,
rose cage.
we do still have it.
It mentioned something about. Did it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It said that the GEC program is still proceeding as planned and that Alpha Colony has been secured or something to that effect.
Cool.
This unit remembers processing Alpha Colony candidates,
Oh,
and they would enter the facility. This unit never saw them leave.
That's not creepy at all.
Don't like that.
It might have been, and this is conjecture, but the rejects might have just been experimented on, like we saw in the other room, the other hallway, or whatnot.
It's pretty jacked up.
How do we get the power back on for the theater viewing in the other room? Mr. Handy-san.
You would need to go to the maintenance wing and restart the backup generators, ensuring that any repairs necessary are conducted.
Neat.
All right, well, let's head
Do
off
we have any other
that way.
questions for Mr. Handy?
Oh, Mr. Handy, do you happen to have any access cards to get through those doors over?
This unit is
Over
not in
yonder.
possession of any access cards.
All right.
This unit would also like to inform you all,
What a
technicians,
gracious
that this facility is outfitted with automated defense systems. These defense systems are inactive currently, and activating the generator would enable them to repel any intrusion.
Did we see any of these defense systems that
Now
he's talking
that
about?
this thing has mentioned it, you look up at the ceiling and you do see ceiling mounted defense systems. They kind of are the same color as the ceiling, and they're not like deployed, so they don't have like their gun pointing out or anything. They look almost like security cameras that you would see in
Yeah.
malls or something like that. It looks something akin to that.
I have a
And
question.
you guys may have had some checks to try and actually see those as you went through the facility.
You think I perceive?
Yeah, my perception's garbage.
Fine.
Yes, your question.
It's not, but it's still, I roll garbage. What? Do you know anything about the gecko or gec program?
Studying lizards.
Scanning. Those files are locked.
Can you unlock them?
Scanning. No.
Do you have any mods on you that would have access to that?
Scanning. No. Any attempt to try and retrieve that data would result in my death.
Jeez.
Oh,
Wow. Okay.
but would we get the data before you die?
Scanning. No.
Oh, okay. You know, right.
Mr. Handy Robot, sir, do you happen to know anybody named Mary?
Scanning. Yes. Mary. Encountered. Scanning. 6 months. 37 minutes. 52 seconds ago.
Do you know where she went?
Scanning. Humanoid individual identified as Mary. Entered through briefing room. She was treated for hallucinations suffered from overexposure to gas byproduct from knockoff fusion generators. Scanning. She left shortly thereafter, out eye stalk kind of like turns to the like main entrance to the facility. Out those doors.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Is this Mary someone you know?
That's my sister.
Oh, I didn't realize that was her name.
I didn't either.
I probably didn't tell you.
I don't know if we've been over this.
No, I don't think I ever told you. Her name is Mary, and when we first came in here, Dr. Stannis mentioned Mary, and I guess I just hoped that it was her. It sounds like it could have been her, though. 6 months ago, that's when she left us.
Did Mary look anything like Tessa?
Scanning. It appears that you are also suffering from hallucinations due to overexposure from a gas byproduct from knockoff fusion generators.
Sounds related to
Would you
me.
like healing?
Sure.
One of its arms just kind of like very weakly lifts up, and it does have a needle in its arm, and it moves up to stab into you. Do you allow it?
It's not that bad, don't worry.
She instant.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, Mary did it, so I'm sure Tessa's fine with it.
Okay, and it stabs into you.
Ow!
Blackout.
What else?
Tessa, you suddenly, like, all these memories come flooding in, right? You see you with your mother at the dinner table. You know, just, she's cooking up something for you guys. And it looks like a really nice meal, like some ribs on there with like some fruits and veggies and everything. But then it's almost like this haze fades away. And what you have on your plate is a rat. You then flash over into when you are in the cages at the raider colony. When you're looking out and you're seeing people getting beaten. And you don't see any blood coming off of them. And it almost looks like they have a slight grin on their faces the whole time. Haze fades away. As then suddenly you see that it's a man pleading for his life, who's getting beaten, and blood is just flying off of his face, and he hits the ground, and it just keeps on, blood just splashing up and up. We then cut over to when you were sneaking up to a couple of bandits. And you went and you slashed across this guy's arm, and what sounded to you kind of like a, hey, what'd you do that for? Suddenly you hear what he actually said. What the fuck did you do that for? As then you're seeing into his bone from the cut that you have just given him. And you're seeing like all this haze just start to like go away, and you're just suddenly feeling the gravity of everything that has happened. The last thing that you remember, though, is that you are in a chapel, listening to a man talk, as then someone is spraying this gas around. And, you know, everything seems all kind of really nice. And then the haze fades away as you're looking around, and you are seeing dust, grime, and dirt everywhere. These benches are almost rotting, falling apart. And then you're looking at the people who are gaunt. And they look sickly and like they are fucking dying. And we come back to you just getting that realization. As then you're looking around, and then you also look at Frankie. And you saw the ghouls before, and they were terrifying, but now you're seeing everything.
Did that medicine work, little lady?
I don't have that filter on no more.
Wow.
You don't have the filter on, I guess.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's like that. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. And she just kind of
You doing all right?
backs up. Just kind of
So,
takes it all in.
yeah, where is your head at right now?
Jeez. I don't even know what to say. Like, I, Misty, do not know what to say. Tessa does not know what to say either.
It's not
honestly.
even my backstory. Dude, I'm kind of fucked up. You were going through all that, I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yep.
As soon as I realized what was happening, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Like, oh God. It's horrible. It's
I'm gonna need a minute, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Move on.
You know what? Let's just take a
a
week
break.
then. And we'll call it right here.
Okay, cool,
All
cool,
right.
cool.
Sorry for sneezing.
We'll end it with a sneeze.
take a break.
I thought I was gonna cry, but really.
Just had to sneeze.
It's like that game.
Which game?
The game.
We Happy Few?
Yeah.
It is.
I'm glad that me just saying the game helped.
Thanks,